using like the old like
exposing us.
We're exposed. We're exposed. Canceled.
What's this Chick-fil-A called?
I don't know. That's my high heels on.
Smells like the inside of my WX.
When's the last time you were in that?
Like 2 weeks.
We're in.
Last week.
Oh my God, your channel. We're live on everything.
Oh boy.
We're live on Instagram.
So what are the rules now?
We don't
touch anything.
We don't touch guns.
We don't show anything.
You're banned.
Oh, yeah, you can't say the G word.
You just said
So
it.
we don't say the G word, G-Watt word.
Give me my tag-ins. They're pre-order. They'll come.
Pre-orders.
I promise. When's the ETA?
March, early March.
There you go.
I'd say end of February, early March. We're saying early March. Just make sure everybody's like, expecting it when it's probably actually going to come in, because we were told like maybe a week or two earlier than that. But let's be real. Shipping times with these things have been all over the place. So we're going to pad your expectations and say early March.
Shipping times for anything.
Yeah.
I just got my Polar Star from AMP. Let me join the live. We don't let anyone outside joins the live.
No one joins.
We can't control said on our lives like that. Thank you for getting a Polar Star. Thank you. We enjoy. I appreciate it. See y'all this Sunday. Pumped to run some games.
You were going to see Logan this Sunday, and then
The field.
Oh yeah,
I'm probably gonna be there.
I actually will probably try.
I'm gonna try to play again.
We're trying here or Mission 22, because that's this week too.
I'm not. I can't make the drive.
I might do Mission 22 this weekend, but it depends on what I got.
I'll see. I'm probably gonna be here on Sunday. It's very relaxed. It's fun.
I might just do that.
Just a good time.
Just to drive down.
Mm-hmm. Just a long haul.
I love being back on the live.
Yeah, you've been gone. Been missing out. Me.
There's been a lot of changes with Madoff that have been a lot of meetings.
Hello, welcome to our live. Thank you for joining. Yeah, Tom's a busy bee, a busy beaver.
It's weird because like when you're doing the live and you're not like doing like other stuff, you're just like no one's gonna bug you because you're doing the live and you're just like kind of it's relaxed.
The live,
hanging out with everybody. It's nice.
The live is the only thing that is consistent and uninterrupted.
It is. It's just super nice.
Tom, take your shirt off. It's my birthday.
No, it's your birthday and
DM
it's
it.
tag off, then I'll do it.
Send a DM. I'll send you a personalized picture.
Billy probably has a million pictures.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying you'll get a personalized picture.
Yeah.
Me and the boys are gonna invade your field in a couple weeks. Please.
Yeah, dude.
It's a good time. Sundays are a pretty consistent group. It's also really relaxed on Sundays. And then Saturdays the afternoon sessions are really, really good. So if you're looking to play. And then if we have an event going on a Friday, which I think we have an experience night coming up. So keep an eye on the socials at Airsoft Arena and stay in the loop. Here's a good one. What do you guys think of the new MSW regulations?
Have you read through them?
I have.
Yeah.
For the most part. I have no. I mean, I don't.
Because this thing is dead.
Under 63.
Dead.
I know they removed Tiger Stripe from militia.
Yes, and I think
whatever.
Rhodesian as well is no longer militia.
No MP7, MP5s heard.
Yep. No SMGs. I think it was.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think they said blank. It was MP7, MP5. None of those are allowed. I don't think there's any SMGs allowed for NATO anymore.
So, I mean, so the biggest thing I've been seeing is the RDA 16.
16.
Truthfully, you can still use it. You just can't run it as an LMG.
Yeah. So that was kind of the thing with me is like you can run the drum mag in your RPK 16. You can.
No, you can't run it.
No, you can't. No, you can't do that because of the rules.
No, I'm saying you just run it as a rifle.
Yeah.
It's still an AK.
Yeah.
So it's not like the thing I like about it is they didn't create it to a point where like, oh my god, I have to get rid of this gun.
Yeah.
I now cannot play the game.
Yeah, you can use the gun.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I don't know. The stoner, I mean, take it or leave it. I don't really care for the stoner.
The way they wrote it too was like any experimental gun. So like the stoner wasn't experimental gun. It's not really issued to anybody.
Same with the strike.
Yeah, that's exactly it. The strike wasn't really issued to anybody, so that's the way they wrote it. It was like, well, okay, guys, let's be real. There's no military actually issuing those guns to people, especially not really a shop one. So realistically, guys, that's not allowed because the point of MSW is a true military movement simulation, right? So the way I look at it is, I think it's a very allowed level of balancing that they're doing. They're trying to keep it to their core values, which is simulation, and clearly everybody using an RPK-16 or a stoner to try and have the lightest weight, like LMG thing, which doesn't actually happen in real life, is them keeping true to their values and keeping true to what they're trying to do, which is simulate real life.
I think the best thing that they're doing is they're updating the rule set.
Yeah.
I mean, having an event producer that is changing things based on feedback and information they've gathered over the last year or two or whatever shows that the growth and the reaction of the company, they're listening.
Yeah.
Which from a player should be very much appreciated, even if you now can no longer go full auto or run a drum mag in your RPK. Yeah. You should sit back and realize, wow, someone cares enough about the game to make it better for me to play. Yeah. So
no, that's a great way of looking at it because they are listening, and I mean, there's not a lot of updates that I think they've done in the past few years. I don't think they've done any crazy updates. I know the RPK-16 is a big thing right now on the internet about the regulations, but realistically, I don't think it's going to cause much problems. I think the guys who were regularly running militia using Rhodesian and Tiger Stripe are probably more effective than the guys running RPK-16s as LMGs.
I would disagree.
Really?
Because I could go buy a set of Woodland at an Army Surplus store
Yeah.
for $8.
Yeah.
And if all I own was an RPK-16, we can still use it.
You still use it. That's my point.
But we're talking, it's like you're just SOL.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I need to build an entire new kit. No, I have to buy $9, $8 pants.
That's true. Yeah,
you're not screwed. They haven't done anything to really like harm anyone.
No. The one thing
The attachment requirement for the militia.
that was what I was going to say. It was like that. I think was very cool. And I wonder how hard they're going to police that because I know there was some stuff with militia that sometimes gets overlooked as militia.
Yeah.
But like the one attachment thing, I actually really like because if you're a militia, you don't have to install these.
I mean, it's fitting.
Yeah.
It's like you said. It goes back to the core values of MSW.
Yeah,
which is cool.
I think if you're a company and you're really trying to be consistent with your customers, focusing on your core values, which you project all the time, is what you need to do to be successful because then you're predictable. Then customers want to come back and they're like, I know what you're about.
Yeah, and it's like
you're consistent to it.
Right. I agree. I think honestly, it's cool to see a thriving company change not for the better, but change for the betterment of themselves.
Yeah, they're still evaluating.
I like that.
They're still evaluating. They're still listening. They're like, we're so good. We don't have to change anything of what we're doing. No, they still care enough and want to stay up and good that they are actually willing to make changes. I think that's very good. So
I think it's cool. If you haven't checked it out, it's all over the Milsom West General Interest Group. Go read them. And like Eric said, now instead of two pairs of socks, you're required to have 3.
Yep.
I think that is truthfully going to.
That's extra weight. I don't
think I'll ever be able to attend another MSW now. 3
Oh,
socks.
Emergency situations, you now have to yell emergency instead of ceasefire. They changed that too. They changed the wording on that, so I think people are going to have a really hard time understanding what that means. I think that's.
Well, they'll go over it.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, okay. I took
No. Emergency is the most clear thing you can yell if there's a problem on the field.
And it doesn't really have an in-game application. You're never saying emergency. Like,
no,
they're pushing on us.
Emergency. Like no. Okay, if you're yelling at this extra problem.
But I think it's good. Go read it. Go check it out.
There's a change log down at the bottom, the very last page. If you guys want to look at what they changed
On the
instead of trying
tax
to
off.
read through it.
Mhm.
So just go look at that, and then you can read through the pages.
Go argue in the comment section on Facebook. Just go get into an argument.
Yeah.
Just disagree with something. No, I'm just kidding. It's cool. Hats off.
Yeah.
Built AEG stoner or HPA stoner?
HPA stuff.
AEG stoner. Dude, you never see AEG stoners. I think that'd be sick.
They're just gonna break over time. It's an LMG.
I have 2 LMG AEGs.
You run them?
Logan broke the external. No, the externals of the RPK-16.
Oh, okay.
So he lost the pin that holds the dust cover on and broke the box back.
So as an AEG, it broke.
It would have broke as an HPA.
I'm just saying, as an AEG,
it broke.
it broke.
It got lost in the sauce.
Yeah.
And then my PKP is fine.
When did you run the PKP?
I ran it at Vic game for the.
Up at the FR? Yeah.
I've used it another time. I forget where. It was like a smaller game. As long as you do,
I don't know what LMG stuff.
if you do AOE correction, you're fine. But in all seriousness, if you want reliability, simplicity, HPA. But a properly built AEG LMG, no tank, you can just throw that thing around and not worry about it. But it's going to be probably more expensive in the long run. And
Carrying all the extra tanks in for a 40-hour is horrendous, and it sucks. It's a bunch of weight, but the reliability is a lot more, and the performance is, in my opinion, better.
It is.
More HPAing it. Yeah.
Yep. I'm going to jump over to TikTok here for a second. What's your favorite weapon? M249 or RPK? Which would you guys prefer? RPK for me. It's lighter.
Wow, that's or if we're talking about the 16, I would say the RPK 16.
Any RPK. I don't like L249 speed, personally. I'd rather have a straight, direct speed than
the only problem I have, and it's an AK problem in general, is the angle at which AK mag sits by different brands and how that feeds. I have
You're running a drum mag. Wouldn't
Yeah.
matter. Lock in and be done.
Well, yeah.
In that situation, as a normal rifleman,
I don't know. I like.
Oh my goodness! What happened? What did it say? Really? What now?
Restored on January 24th. So,
Wow.
So TikTok.
firearms and dangerous weapons.
It didn't. So TikTok.
So TikTok doesn't like it. We used to pull from the.
Yeah, we'll just continue the question, but it'll come back. I think Logan bumped it. The Instagram.
It's just West now. It's just West's line. Which I mean it is.
Okay. Well, whatever. We're back on Instagram.
Okay.
Freaking TikTok hates us.
Favorite gun between the RPK 16 and 249, I'd probably say or RPK. I'd probably say still the RPK.
Mhm.
Just because you're right. The way that the 249 feeds, there's a lot more to go wrong with it than an RPK setup. RPD is coded though.
Yeah, the RPD is super cool.
It's unreliable too.
Everything's unreliable if it's an LMG. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Sorry, I was reading Vic's comment of who's that guy. It's like, hi, I'm back.
Yeah, Tom has returned. Yes, the 112 comments in the MSW post thread is today's read. Agreed.
Yes.
What high kappa is the best for HPA? None.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Okay.
But I would say a TM. I would just grab a TM honestly, because everything's based around it and all the compatibility, like the upgrades and stuff, are gonna be for a TM high cap. I would just grab that. If you wanna not care about changing anything with it and you're going for straight looks and AW custom works, if you're gonna tap it and you're not gonna do anything else and you're just playing indoor, sure. But if you want to change stuff up, just get a TM. Everything is TM compatible, you know.
Yeah. Well, hello there. Hello, friend. Welcome to always being here.
Thank you so much.
The safe word is Oklahoma. Good morning, guys. I have a Titan 11.1 battery, and they seem to die after one charge and don't charge back up. That's strange.
That's really weird.
Reach out to Titan. They're really good about swapping you out.
Yeah, and
Getting you taken care of.
take a video. Also, are you using a Titan charger with it? Are you using a well-known lipo charger with it. There's a bunch of stuff that could be going on there.
Yeah. Did you see what happened? Did you guys happen to see the Battlefront news? Yeah, we did see the post about how they are no longer at Yankee Lake. So sad. Yeah, it's just outdoor local airsoft is just so hard to maintain around here.
It is, and it's honestly, I think a lot because of the weather. Trying to lease out of space, over the winter is hard.
Land's expensive.
Land, if it's not your land and you're the one running it, like owns the property they run and operate off.
They don't have any outside variables coming in and being like, okay.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I mean, like if you're trying to make it work and trying to get some landowner to work with you, and it's not working out through harsh times, then they're probably gonna be like, "Look, man, this doesn't work. I'm gonna go to somebody else who can actually, make it work." Airsoft fields in general are honestly very hard to maintain, especially outdoor ones.
But it's a shame. I hope that they can find something new and get it back up and running, and I don't know, find something that works for them and works long term. I mean, that's all any airsoft wants. So I hope that something works out for them very soon.
Yeah.
I've never been to an MSW and will never go, but I disagree. Thank you, Vic.
Oh, that's how everybody is acting right now.
Everybody right now.
Everybody right now.
There isn't even a good basic AEG starter video on YouTube.
Look up.
Exactly. That's all the more reason to do it. Be the first basic YouTube video.
I forget if it was like Rook Custom or Rook Armory Airsoft or something. They did it. There's a decent Stoner 63 video that I was looking at the other day for wiring video.
There you go.
I think it was Rook something.
All the more reason to do it.
HPA Stoner Max model is fixed. Yes, it is. That's honestly one of the only ways I would run a Stoner.
Does the ANK M60 use the 249 gearbox?
It uses a 249 gearbox, but it uses an M60 length nozzle. They're different nozzles.
There you go.
And different hop-up units.
The Aries OEM Stoners actually last as an AEG.
I can see that because that's a Stoner 96, I think, is what he's talking about, the Aries one. Those ones are actually pretty decent, and they're pretty much just a regular version 2 gearbox.
Yeah, they're similar.
Yeah.
So is the normal Stoner, the GMP Stoner.
It is, but the way that the wiring is for the box mag is a little weird.
The wiring's irrelevant. We're talking about beefing up the internals. Good rock and roll, dude. And that's a GMP.
I think the Aries actually will.
Aries would be better than the GMP. I mean, dude, people used to try to scavenge GMP gearboxes back. Yeah, but they haven't changed in 15 years.
No, that's kind of my thing.
Yeah, I mean, well, there you go. We'll get a freaking Aries Stoner and a GMP, and we'll zip tie the triggers and see which one breaks first.
No.
That'd be awful.
That would be horrible.
I couldn't do it. Is it possible to put a Kythera on a UMP? Yeah. You heard it here first.
Yeah, version 3 Kythera, and then you probably would have to get one of the older ones that doesn't have the electronic trigger, because the newer the UMPs that are Elite Force ones, I think are OEM by Aries, and they use an electronic trigger system that I don't think will hit the sear properly, but I think the older Classic Army one, or the old GOG, or I think the really old Boomerex one, you can find one of those I think will hit the sear properly with a version 3, but you might need to mess with it a little. But it should work, actually.
M249 with bull gear, okay. Yeah, the bull gear is the only option for a 249.
Yeah, if you have an LMT and you're not running a bull gear anything, you need to fix that. The only time that it actually works with the stock optic unit, in my opinion, is if it's a featherweight with the Amtech stabilizer. That actually works quite well. It sometimes has a good idea. Sometimes. I pray you're in the chat right now.
GMP 249 is the same feeding as a PKM. GMP 249, I don't know. Probably. GMP 249?
As a PKM.
PKM's direct.
Yeah.
You probably mean stoner.
If it's the
Stoner.
Lambda one, the Lambda one has the same style as a PK.
Maybe it's
Direct
Lambda.
bottom.
Yeah, maybe it's Lambda. I don't know.
Oh wait, I saw one. Militia restrictions didn't go far enough. What else would you want to see?
Yeah, I'm
Please,
curious.
let's start this. Yay!
ACS, you goobers ready for SHOT Show?
Oh
No.
no. No.
Not at all.
No.
Thank you for asking.
There's the most canned response we'll probably give anybody. No, we're not.
Is it possible to okay, there we answered that one. Would you guys ever sell your favorite airsoft gun that you own? I mean,
I actually thought about it the other day because I was getting in a lot of other hobbies outside of just airsoft, and I'm doing a lot more of that. I think my favorite gun is my Scar. It's currently broken. I would still never sell it. That's my baby.
Tom's breaking everything.
I had a door kicked into it.
Tom fashion broken airsoft guns.
I was trying to get everybody moved, and then one guy moved in the wrong way, and my gun broke.
My gun broke.
My gun broke.
Do you guys need that pyro license to get the tagging grenades?
You need a P-top license from Taggin to be able to have us ship them to you. You can pre-order them, but honestly, it probably won't let you add it to your cart unless you upload the file. So when you go and buy them, there's going to be a section that's going to ask you to upload a file of your credentials. And if you don't fill out that part, it probably won't even let you add them to your cart. So please do that. It literally takes like 20 minutes, guys, just to do it. And if you don't do it, we honestly cannot give it to you because that's the only way that we're going to keep these in the airsoft community. We have to follow these guidelines because they're going to go away if we don't do that.
Correct. What's the best GBBR barrel?
I honestly
Crazy Jet?
Yep, that's what I was going to say. The Crazy Jet is really weird and also cool because the way that the air flows through it,
Wild.
it actually works really well for stabilizing the weird vibration that GBBs create and creates a lot better consistency.
Can you join an open play session after the start time if it isn't sold out? Absolutely.
Yes, that's sold out, yeah.
You can walk in anytime. Like if it starts at 10 and you show up at 12, show up at 12. Yeah, you're always welcome. If allowed in the rules, the Crytek LMG is the easiest to make run well. Yes, but that's why it's not allowed in the rules. The double-edged sword! See,
The Crytek LMG is very, very, very
is
easy
good.
to work on.
strikes in general.
Yeah, because it is. It's just an M4. You're doing the same stuff you would do for an M4. You just have a box mag now.
Will we have grenades at Black Site?
Smoke grenades. And if you're wondering specifically about tagging grenades aren't coming in until end of February, beginning of March. And then we should be having regular shipments of those coming in this year, but they are not making it to Black Site, which is literally this weekend.
Yeah.
But after the end of February, beginning of March, we should be seeing regular shipments of tagging. As far as EG stuff goes, smokes and stuff are fine. You should see those at Black Site. There should be some on the trailer. EG67s, I don't think anybody can get right now. We sold out over the Christmas holiday. So we'll see about that. I have a meeting with them at SHOT Show and stuff, so we're gonna figure everything out for you guys.
Will you guys be at Odin's this weekend? Not sure.
Some of us will. I know.
I mean, for us.
Justin will be there from Tech.
Tungsten.
Tungsten's going there. I might try and make it out depending on what I have this weekend. And then I know Isaac's running the event, so he's going to be there. I don't know who all from the shop is going because we also have Black Site, so that was kind of a big pool of people that are going. So it really depends on what's going on because we also have SHOT Show that we have to pack for and everything too.
Oh, yeah. When do we leave?
Monday, 3 p.m. is up late.
Oh.
It's afternoon Monday is our flight.
Oh. Oh my God, I'm not ready. Oh my God, it's gonna be Sunday night. Oh my God.
Let's do this. It'll be fun over there.
Yeah, it's always
The prep before a lot of these bigger things is just like
I'll
just do it and not even thinking about
one
it.
hoodie. Last year I went and I expected warm weather, and so I wore the one hoodie
It
I
was like
packed
40 degrees the whole time.
the entire week.
Yeah.
Don't wear Doc Martens and walk 9 miles. Your knee will literally, dude, my knee literally was messed up for months.
Did we? No.
Eric
Eric
shoes.
bought shoes
Eric
while
bought
we were
shoes.
there because we did 36 miles, I think, by the end of the entire thing.
It was like,
That's how much walking we did.
it was like 8 a day.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
There was, I mean, the one day I think we did 15, 18 miles in a day with how much walking we did.
Right. So comfy shoes,
Yeah, if you haven't been to
function
SHOT Show-
over form.
If you have not been to SHOT Show before, bring the comfiest sneakers that have the most support.
I'm
that you
not.
can.
Drip or drown, dude. Drip or drown.
I hate you.
I'll take the knee problems. Antec feed block for featherweight M249 is hella base.
Wow, it's almost like you made that.
Dude, that's crazy. Ban all M4 rifles pre-GWOT in militia.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
I would 100%
No
agree with that.
complaints here.
Yeah, I would 100% agree with that. Unless we're emulating a different theater than GWOT theater, which is like, Saudi Arabia kind of stuff. If we're talking about like the African theater that was also going on at the same time, there's some differences in that part of the world.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see some games like that, like not based on GWOT, but like on other areas of conflict that was happening at the same time. That'd be really interesting.
I sold one of my favorite guns a long time ago and still regret it. Agreed.
Yep.
I want my 08.
You're not very close to it now.
Eh.
Nope.
The M5 would put it.
Well,
If I didn't part it out, I would probably try to like find it.
oh yeah.
Are you guys getting NV Tactical V3 Balaclava?
Yes, we will be. There was a shipment that we just placed before Christmas that should be coming in generally within the next 2 full weeks, I'd say.
This is a hefty question.
Oh, okay.
Do you guys ever feel burnt out with Airsoft? How do you get yourself re-energized?
Yeah, this is especially for people in the industry. I think anybody that's in the comments and stuff, you guys know exactly what we're probably about to say. Is yes, there's definitely a burnout when you do a hobby for a job.
Working in your hobby is a double-edged sword.
It is. It's very fun. We get to go to a lot of cool places. We get to see a lot of cool people, do a lot of cool things, but it is a time sink. And instead of you having your hobby to decompress from your job is now your hobby. And sometimes what happens on job, even if you like your job, it's stressful. Yeah, there's stress that comes with a job. You're doing a job. But I still think a lot of us here, as much as we do get burnout, we still do like going and playing and hanging out.
Well, for me, truthfully, like, yeah, there's burnout, and then you kind of pause.
Yeah.
And then from there, you just give it time. It's a break.
Yeah.
It's truthfully what it is. It needs to be.
So I just took like a personal vacation with my wife. What was it, a week ago that I was
I
going?
don't even know.
Like,
Time is relative.
I just took a personal vacation with my wife, and honestly, that gave me a lot of like time to like re-energize and refocus. And that was like a 5-day trip. It was really good. It was really nice. I think doing that more often is going to be a regular thing for me because it does definitely help with perspective. I also think there's a lot of parts to this hobby that I haven't explored yet or have just started to explore, and that also does re-energize me, like doing a lot more gear-based stuff, rucking-based stuff, really energized me a lot more, do some extra cool things, because I was never into that stuff originally. So I think that's also a way that I get re-energized doing this. But yeah, I think in any job, burnout's real.
It's tough, but it has its moments.
Yeah.
So, very good question. But yeah, take time.
Yeah.
And for us, the traveling and going away,
The hours on the road.
playing locally, like just being here and like just coming on the weekends has been really nice.
Yeah.
It's calm. It for me, it brings me back to like where I started.
Yeah.
And I think that's nice to kind of be reminded of why and when and how you got into it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Find that.
Yeah. Find the core
Remind
of what's
yourself.
fun. Yeah. Find the core of what's fun.
So good question. Very good. Are Da Vinci barrels any good?
I think they're okay. I put them on par with like PDI, maybe a Lambda. somewhere around that range. They're pretty good though.
Got to keep finding new things to try and do, or the burnout hits fast.
Yeah.
Yes, I've
Yeah.
noticed that with myself, and the try new things are new guns.
Yeah.
And it sucks because I don't like to sell my stuff.
Yeah, you have a whole room.
I sold 2 guns
This past week.
I'm proud of you. Thank you. And I've obtained 2 more.
I'm not proud of you now.
I don't know. I'm happy. I'm very happy with it. This thing's awesome.
Nothing actually
The
is
try shot's
good.
good fun.
that is super awesome.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it Sunday. Probably.
No, you wrapped that way too tight then.
You get your PTW yet, Wes? Yeah, I did. It's right here. The TW5. It's fun. It's heavy. After all these years, I used to have a PTW like my 08 that I got rid of back in like 2016. And then I never owned another one. But in the couple of years I owned my normal PTW, I always wanted a TW5. And so since like 2016, I've wanted a TW5, and then there she is. Well, I didn't find it. Dom found it. Yeah. The lookout, dude. You get a random text one day, and it's like, "Hey, go buy this." Oh, wow! All right. Yeah. So after all these years, TW5, very, very cool. So
You have a question.
on the YouTube, what is it? Oh, with the Silverback MDRX, if it was your gun, would you keep it stock, upgrade it? If you'd upgrade it, what would you do?
Immediately make sure that the jumper is on it, so that the electrical issues they originally had are not a problem, because it does come with that, and it does say to generally use that thing. A lot of people don't read the manuals on anything ever, which I totally get, but that would be the immediate thing I would do. And then after that, I would maybe change the spring. Realistically, that gearbox is very, very well built. It's one of the first newer gearbox designs I've ever seen. I might mess with the motor eventually to get a higher torque one, but it's also pretty torquey already. The only thing I might do is, I know they have a flat hop design in there, and you can change the nubs that come with it. But honestly, upgrading to an edgy barrel, changing it to a maple leaf bucking and nub, I would still probably do that, just because generally that combination works the best for me. But I don't know if I'd really touch the gearbox other than if I needed to change the spring for FPS reasons. It's now that they reworked it and they listened to the original feedback from it. It's a really good gun. It's a really cool gun. I'm happy they did it. I really want to see more people use it.
I don't know anything about it, so sorry. I have an old CTW. It's not worth fixing, but a cool piece to have. Yeah, I had a CTW for a little while. It shot okay. They are one of those things that I have pieces of one. They're just pieces.
Yeah.
And like lower. Celsius training weapon. And I'll never get rid of it.
Yeah.
It's just weird. I have my original PTW lower that got broken. Because they were cast.
Yeah.
And they were really like hot metally. If you had a Mark 18 rail on it, you didn't shave it, the rail would hit the button. So if you tried to open it to blow the pin holes out, and it did that. And I was like, oh, yippee, I didn't even shoot this thing yet. And it was like, bam, and just blew the fucking thing apart. So that was cool. But I still have the body. And just like you have your TTW stuff, it just stays forever.
No, yeah, there's things you don't get about.
Yeah. So,
then you become a hoarder.
Yeah. it turns into that. But I gotta fix my PTW at home because I want to use it. But the TW5 is fun. 30-round mags are awesome. I think it's really cool to use. It feeds well. It's super snappy.
I'm fine using low round mags, and I actually like it better indoors. Because the time I'm okay using, because when I have the original mags for my GBLS, and they were 45-round mags. And try to play outdoors with that, it was just like you're fighting the brush, you're fighting long distances that people aren't going to feel around, even though you know you hit them, and then you've got to put 3 into them because they're so far away that they don't feel it because it's slowed down so much, but they'll feel the 3rd one, and then you're out of mag, and you get pushed into a bunker, and then you have no rounds. Yeah, no. Low caps don't work outside, but they definitely work indoors.
Yeah, they are a good time. Yeah, cannot go wrong with an upgraded barrel assembly. I'd never saw my original Crytek and probably my old 416.
Yeah, there's definitely the one gun I wish I never sold was my Classic Army FL. One gun I wish I never sold.
Here, Tom, read this one really fast.
I'm good. I've learned from you all.
Yeah, we read them very slow in our heads
Yeah.
first. This is a crap. The TTW, the broken bolt, pop-up, and electronics are fried. Not putting $700 into it. Understandable. If it was just electronics, you can do the E-Tiny electronics. They're pretty relatively available, and they're like $300. But I get it. It's like, it's probably more fun to just be a wall piece than actually try to use it. Like, I think a lot of the time people forget, like, Sistema products and CTW stuff is freaking old.
It is.
Like, we're talking, like, coming up on 20 years.
I was just saying, actually, I mean, like 20. It might be.
My CTW is a 2004 or 5. We're like almost 20 years old for a toy gun. I don't know when this one was. I think I can look the serial number up. The serials are individual and they actually, it's cool. Look them up.
Doesn't actually like it.
Yeah, 20 years.
That's crazy because they're still relevant almost.
They're dying, but yes.
Yeah, they're still relevant 20 years later because of how much they affected the landscape of airsoft guns.
Yeah, it's wild. I don't know. So I like to brainstorm with our live stream. Because I was thinking of doing, with a lot of airsoft stuff getting older, and a lot of people who are new, like for instance, Justin, our tech, he's a little younger, and he didn't even know what a PTW was.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. One of the funnest comments.
And that's not a bad thing. It's just that it shows that how many new people are getting into airsoft and how stuff a lot of us are familiar with that the new guys don't know about.
Yeah, like my Classic Army Scar, or you made the comment about GMP. How, but like GMP nowadays, I mean, there's new GMPs, right? Like you can go out and buy a GMP gun, but realistically, when we first got in airsoft, GMP was like, oh my god, this is like the Crytek.
Yeah,
and same with Classic Armies. This is what Crytek and VFC.
308 Classic Armies were goated.
But like,
good.
I can say that to you. I can say that to Vic. I can say that to a few people. I have a few 308 Classic Armies. I have a 308 F5 Classic Army, and people go, "Oh, how you have that?"
They're like, yeah.
Or they go, "Classic Army sucks."
Right.
Or they're like, "I don't."
They fell off.
Like Classic Army is like, eh.
I don't even know what they are.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Yeah, like they're like they make kind of GNG guns, right? Nowadays, like that's what people say to us. It's like, yeah, not really, but also, yeah, I don't know.
This is valid here. I've played for 12 years. So much has changed in that time of airsoft. Remember when everyone just wanted an all-metal gun, and that was bar for cool.
So I won.
You're right.
I won a G&G combat machine at a raffle when I was really young, and I had 4 or 5 guns. My parents were like, "No, you can't keep this gun. Like, we're gonna sell it on eBay. It's brand new. Let's just sell it on eBay." I was like, "Okay, cool. I'll get the money from that and put it in my other guns." Sure. So we posted it up on eBay. It was completely illustrating the point. It's like it was a metal body, it was a metal low receiver, metal upper. Everything was on it except for the things that aren't supposed to be metal: the grip, stock, the handguard, and we put it up full metal. G&G combat machine. Put it up for the same price, maybe a little lower than what it was selling for. Guy buys it. He gets this back and be like, "Hey, it's not full metal. This part's not metal. This part's not metal." It's
like different.
That was the thing. Everybody just wanted a full metal gun. They didn't want the plastic gun from Dick's Sporting Goods or Walmart.
It is very weird. But yeah, it's changed so much.
Yeah.
OG Classic Armies were the best.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Isn't Lancer OEM Classic Army now? Maybe.
I think.
I don't know.
I know Lancer's, I think, moving towards having somebody else OEM their guns because they're moving more towards like just moving guns. Like like Elite Force does.
Wish I never sold my HP8 XM177E1. It was painted to look like one of the movie Blood Diamond. Yeah, I mean it's selling guns. It sucks.
Yeah.
Like
You always regret
you
it.
always
You
regret
always regret it.
Like
There's guns I can think of that I'm like, I never use that anymore. I haven't used that in 5 years. I should really just. It has value. I could get money for it. It's like,
no,
I'm gonna completely regret that.
Let's see where else we're here. Old Echo ones. Yeah.
Oh yeah, old Echo ones. I mean, Echo One. Honestly, I don't know if Echo One's really changed so much. I think they've moved more towards being like the same level as SEMA, like some of the entry level ones, but they haven't really changed much over the years. The AKs, the Red Star AKs from Echo One back in the day were like god tier. They were like, oh my god, this is better than any LCT or ENL.
Oh, dude, I had one of those. It
Yeah.
was unreal. Also, our perspective could have changed.
That's true too.
No airsoft gun was shooting as good as they do.
No, no, unless it was one of Kurt's customs. That I was like, it shoots.
Yeah,
Everybody we were going up against didn't know how to work on anything.
this is facts. I know LT uses Lancer Tactical uses several different factories, and know you can get all the classic Army from Phoenix online cheap because they don't want to pay for trades.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
My ICS PCR 97 M4 gray body is from like 2000.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, ICS, I remember them being like, dude, you have an ICS?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
And it's weird. It's really weird because they still exist.
Yeah.
They still have like the same stuff.
And it's good.
I mean, it's still good. It's just now it's kind of like 20-year-old technology. So people are like,
I'm cool. Like, but then you have companies like G&G that have not changed the combat machine
in 20 years.
In 20 years, but it's still so relevant.
It is. It's weird. Marketing is very big. Marketing is strong.
Remember when multicam was Gucci, in quotes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, a Cry Precision set on the field was like, this guy is made of money.
Yeah. It was like,
it was crazy.
The guys who would show up in anything multicam were like, whoa, this dude's like a pro. You're not wearing a sweatshirt.
Dude, I know. I miss the days.
Are you not wearing a sweatshirt?
Wait, you don't just play an OD in jeans?
Yeah, what is this?
Like,
oh, he's a milsim dude.
Yeah, he's pro.
Yeah, no, that was it. He was like, oh, he's a professional airsoft player.
So funny. And then Polar Stars, seeing HP on the field was unbelievable. Like, I want the guy with HP on my team.
Oh god, it was like, okay, so we're gonna have HPA over here, and we're gonna divide you guys up between the teams.
Right.
And it was like, and this was like before somebody who had one, and it was like, okay, there's like 4 existing.
Right. Yeah, there's like all 4 Polar Stars in the state of Pennsylvania are here right now.
Yeah, we're gonna split you guys.
Yeah,
up.
2 and 2.
We have 3 Polar Stars. We're gonna lose. I don't think we're gonna play.
I'm setting this one out, guys. Don't wait for me. It's like, little do you know, like your combat machine shoots just as far in yours. Yeah, it's wild. Split gearbox is crazy, slept on. ICS just never kept up with it and really focused on the US.
One like G&G. G&G now has the 3.0 gearbox. It's a split gearbox design. Arcturus has a split gearbox design for their M4s.
Arcturus just joined the live.
Hey, Arcturus.
Welcome. We're talking about your split gearboxes.
But like, it's becoming more common because that design makes a lot of sense for airsoft guns. Like it does. It actually makes a lot of sense. There's some stuff with it that I think when you're trying to work on it, it's a pain in the butt to work on it sometimes. But if it's built well and works right, they're really cool. You can just take it up or right off and put a different one on. It's super nice.
Oh, it sure as hell beats trying to open a B2 gearbox that just explodes out of your hand. I mean, like, I'll take the split, you know. Yeah, Starbucks was super slept on.
Yeah.
Also, I say this in like every live, but it did how it's made on ICS on television.
Which is so weird to me because it's like ICS is still relevant, obviously.
Yeah.
They're still around, they're still making guns, they're making very good guns if you guys pick one up. But like it's so weird because there's so many other brands that I think are just louder or they're more marketed by themselves or by other people than ICS.
It's crazy. Before Jules were common knowledge.
Oh God.
Yeah, Jules was like, "What the hell are you talking about?
How are you running 2 5s in your gun? I only run colorful 12s."
Dude, I love the ultrasonic green 12s. I want to build a gun that can like, shoot those.
I mean, that probably would.
No, but dude, throw them all over.
No, so long as you got the ones where the air pocket in them was
Dude, those are the
evenly
best.
distributed.
No, it's off to the right a little bit, so the BB just like
It's gonna wonder.
amazing. I hope to see more split gearbox. So much nicer for repairs and upgrades. Agreed. Every person back then with a fusion engine could only run the heavy 32s.
Nowadays it's like, if you're not running 3.2s outdoors, why?
Dude, I remember 2.0s
Why?
when I first started playing. I was like, dude, I'm running 2s.
Bro,
That's what I like.
I got a dealer. I got 2 5s. I have like a dime mag.
How are you shooting 2 5s, bro? It's crazy.
Well, you got a gun that had a BB bag in it. For some reason, it was like, we put 2 8s in here. And it was like, I can't ever use these. These are gold.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's how things have changed. How things have changed.
Yeah.
I remember when bios became a thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, when everybody's like, no, they need to be bio, like they actually do, and I was like, what's bio? What is that?
And it was like, wait, so does bio mean they're gonna like fall apart my gun?
Yeah. Are they gonna swell in my mag? Some of them did.
They did.
Some of them did.
And everyone complaining about how bad they were.
Yeah.
Correct. We all crawled so Gen Z players could run.
We built these roads.
Yeah, we built these roads. We did suffer, I will say.
Oh yeah.
But it was a good suffer. I think I wouldn't trade for the world.
No, not at all.
Mad Bull 3.2s were amazing.
Yeah.
They were like black BBs were hilariously everywhere. And there was like, how do you remember the ultrasonic powder, like chalk powder?
Oh God,
BBs?
yeah.
They were like 2.0s.
Oh no. Those were terrible. They were just like, I don't know why my gun stopped working. I need to take it to him. They were like, we're not fixing it.
What BBs were you using? Oh, dude, 2.0s. Some chalk stuff. Chalk BBs. No. Yeah, no. It's crazy. I wouldn't have it any other way.
No, it's super fun.
Vic says we're airsoft boomers.
We are 100% airsoft
Yeah.
boomers.
The fact that is applicable, and I can agree.
We are
with that.
100% airsoft boomers. Airsoft timeline is like, if your lifespan is this is the lifespan of you as an airsofter.
Yeah. Airsoft boomer patch coming soon. I'll buy one.
I'll run one completely.
Yeah. Dude, we have like a cane with like nods on.
I
We've been playing for years.
can afford nods and I don't want to move anymore. That's how you know we've been in it.
It's crazy though, because you got people nowadays like, yeah, I've been playing for 2 years. Night vision. And I'm like,
Gary.
I've been playing for 12.
Yeah.
I was in it 12 years before I bought nods. Now I've only had nods for a couple of years.
Yep.
It's like, what?
Why?
That's
How?
insane, dude. It's so crazy. How could you prove you're an airsoft boomer?
You actually you think classic army, like you hear the word classic army, you go, oh, and you have that reaction.
Like, what's a question that only someone who played back then would know? What are the heaviest BBs you can put on a G&G Connor machine?
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
No, that would get.
What is the best shotgun for indoors?
Yeah, because I think nowadays people would say like a Jag.
Yeah, TM Breacher.
TM Breezer, Jag. No, UTG Tri Shot.
UTG Tri-Shot. Goated. I think that would be, Eric, I think that would be one of the best ways to do it. There's probably a better one, but that's all I can think of right now.
Do you know what a Red Star AK is?
Yeah, Red Star AK. Yeah, UTG shotgun.
Yep.
Oops knows. Oops is an OG. How many Polar Stars are at your open play this weekend?
Like 3?
Yeah, you're from 2008. You know, it's
How many
like,
Polar Stars were around when you were there? It was a figment of my imagination. There were none.
for example, I can pull up the old Valhalla commercial and I'm in it. Yes.
Oh, if you're around here, you could just say, "Do you know what Valhalla is?"
Yeah.
If you're from the PA area, that's how you know you're.
There you go. Yeah. Can you disassemble a pre-rotary M4 hop-up?
Yeah, I've been hating my life.
Well,
after.
that's how we know.
Yeah. You know what a pre-rotary
Yeah.
hop-up is.
Yeah, if the only HPA was Polar Star.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If the only HPA was the fusion engine.
Yeah.
If you thought HPA equaled fusion engine, that was it.
Yeah. Now, remember, I was one of 3 that had Polar Star still sitting. Yeah, and you would be like, I want him on my team.
Yeah.
Like it was crazy.
I remember when I had mine, the hose that I was using was absolute ass. It was so bad.
Those probably shot pre-pubescent West with a Polar Star back in 2009.
Yeah. I duct taped
Made me hate Polar
the
Stars.
tank to me because I didn't bring my backpack for one day because it was just like I need to.
The funniest thing about old Airsoft though is like me, Oops, Tom, Logan, we all played Airsoft unknowingly together.
Yeah. Like I knew Oops and I knew Logan, but like they were like helping ref.
Yeah. You
and I never crossed paths.
Never
And like
met.
we probably did. But
No, absolutely. That is the coolest thing. Here we are on a live stream in 2024 talking about said old days. The old days. Back in my I used to play Airsoft every weekend, 12 hours. Oh, have you ever heard of a 9-6-volt stick battery? An 8-4 brick battery?
You know what?
You know what NICAT is?
You know what NICAT?
You ever heard of a large Tamiya connector? Like,
Did you have to get a bigger stock to run your gun for longer than a half hour?
yeah. Oh my god.
Did you carry extra fuses that were the tube style fuses?
Oh yeah. You have to go home and discharge your battery.
Yeah.
Plug your battery in a light bulb so it drains.
Yeah, so it would drain so it didn't have memory. That's the way. That's Boomer Airsoft. If you make Boomer Airsoft, it has to be the background of one of those batteries.
Yeah. Back in the day.
We
When everyone was so afraid of lipos. Pre-D.
Pre-Ds, pre-everything. Like, lipos were a bomb. They weren't batteries. They were a bomb.
Dude, how did we survive? Like, how did these things
Here's your lipo. Here's your fire bag to go with your lipo.
That was like, don't charge a lipo battery without this bomb bag.
Here's a bomb bag for your battery. Should I hook it up to my regular charge? No, don't do that. No.
Wes, what was the Glock that you had last Sunday? Lead Force Glock 17 Gen 5, my friend.
CO2.
CO2 mags. It'll come with a green gas mag, though, but you didn't hear it from me. Oh, there we go. Pro-Win, Flat Hop, Prompy Purple.
Yup.
No, that's how you ask. What's the best barrel build setup?
Oh, absolutely.
Dude,
Not 100%.
Pro-Win, Flat Hop, and Prompy Purple. What are you talking about? And you're like, Orga. Yeah, Orga barrels. Dude, the Mazu Flat Hop, no. Best thing to exist. Have you lads played outside the USA?
No, I haven't.
We're talking about like old time airsoft. Let's talk about future. I'd love to do that.
Absolutely.
I would really like to do that.
I want to go to some areas in the Europe area, like UK and stuff. But I would love to go to a game in Spain.
I'd like to go to any of these freaking places where it looks like they're having an event that are in the US. We would have had to plan for 6 months for, and they're like, "Oi, this is my open play.
This is my backyard.
There's a freaking like
There's a castle back there. We're gonna go use it.
what? Huh? We can't even.
We had to get carted at the gate to the abandoned military facility that they still have guards at.
Like, I want to go play in some haunted tunnels.
And you can only use the porta john as cover. You can't go into the building. That's in the US.
It's crazy. That would be so fun. But yes, I'd love to play overseas. You just throw it at me.
Something that you heard about.
Tape ball.
Tape.
ball.
But yeah,
Tape ball.
I'd like to play overseas at some point in
Oh,
my
I'd
life.
love to. Yeah.
Maybe one day.
Oh my god.
Got me reminiscing.
I know. I'm just kind of like sitting here.
I'm like shell shocked.
I remember when, like Facebook wasn't a thing yet. That's how old we are. Playing Airsoft. Facebook was not where you go to find your local games to play. It was a forum. And it was just like, hopefully, you as a we're back.
Eric, you kill me.
What do you say?
I would like to step on a forgotten landmine from World War I and die while playing Airsoft. And someone's like, word.
Word.
I remember before Wes could drive, before his old foreign car addiction. Correct.
Yeah.
That is true. That was a time that I lived.
Do you remember the Airsoft forum? Do you know what a forum is?
Yes, I still go on the Celica Super Forum like daily.
Do you know what a forum is, or do you call it a group? Is it a group?
Yeah, I'm in a forum. It's like a Facebook group.
Yeah.
No, you're not. No, you're not. I love seeing posts from 2001.
Oh yeah.
Item for sale, like $300. It was like 2001, and now it's like this would be worth $8,000. Yeah. WPA forums.
That was it. That was how you played Airsoft in Pennsylvania.
Where you saw the Steel City Airsoft TV commercial.
Oh yeah.
And you were like, Mom, I know what we're doing this weekend.
We need to go.
Steel City Airsoft. Drive me
every weekend.
Dude,
Oh, I found my own daycare. Okay, let's go.
$26. I'm gonna see you until midnight. All right, catch you later. It is crazy. It is crazy. Eric is spot on.
Us,
Hello.
the pinnacle of toxic behavior. Yes.
I love you. I love you equally as well. Thank you for equal loving. But yeah, guys, we are down to our 1 minute of our live stream. This was a great one.
I love the lies. I'm so happy I'm back.
Thank you for taking me down memory lane, and talking about rules and regulations.
Yes.
It means a lot.
Guys, next week,
Oh my God, we'll be in
it's
freaking
going to be
Vegas.
the Vegas Live. So
Oh
if you guys have a question about SHOT Show,
We'll
send
be
them in.
there.
We'll be there. Send them in ahead of time so we can maybe hit some stuff that you guys want to see and everything, and just let us know in the DMs and
There'll be a poll.
emails.
There'll be a poll on Instagram.
Yeah.
I'll set it up strategically.
So just let us know. We'll check some stuff you guys want to see, and then we'll probably check out some stuff you guys might not know about, and we'll go from there.
So next week, see you in Nevada.
See you in Vegas, baby.
Thanks for watching. Love you all.